Hello and welcome to the Tribe of Sam, our very own website that we have here in this game, and it's apparently our fan site or something, which apparently has comments from Alex Renzon, and he actually summed up our previous race pretty well there, saying that we had the pace, but we kind of dropped back sort of as the race went on, and we haven't really been consistent either. But yeah, welcome back to MotoGP 14 Korea. We're here for episode 6 today, and of course it's round 4 of our first full season. We're flying all the way back from South America back to Europe, so a bit more familiar territory here. Flying to Spain for the first of that's the first of 4 Spanish rounds. This is actually the Spanish Grand Prix here at the Jerez circuit, and I'm quite looking forward to this one. I do like the Jerez circuit quite a lot, and of course I've played a slightly older version of it in F1. Of course, it is in. It's just a track that I enjoy a lot. Actually, it's not really one that I've done loads of miles at in games, but still, there's not really much we're going to change. Well, we're not going to change anything here. So let's go to qualifying.
Hello and welcome to Jerez de la Frontera. There's already a buzz of excitement inside the paddock, and in a few minutes, race direction will get the qualifying session underway. It's not really racing weather today. Unfortunately, temperatures are fairly low, and the rain that has been falling for a couple of hours now shows no signs of letting up.
So yes, it's raining again. Fun times. But of course, in America, it was raining and we did pretty well there. So let's go out then for this first run out of the pits. Take it nice and easy on this out lap. And what? Are you kidding me? My own teammate, John McPhee, hits me in the pit lane as I exit the pits. I return to the pits and I'm not happy about this at all. I have enough trouble with Scottish teammates as it is. If you've watched my league races, you'll know what I'm talking about. And he's damaged my bike. Well, that's just brilliant, isn't it? Cheers, John. What a start to the weekend that is. We're going out together and qualifying. He flipping destroyed my bike in the pit lane. But we eventually do get out and do a time. And it's 12th to begin with, and we did quite a long run here, and a few laps later you can see I've actually managed to build it up to a 1:53.9, and we actually go 14th, but I was a bit dumb here. I didn't really play it out well after this, and I didn't really give myself enough time to improve on it, so that was where I ended up in the end, in 15th place. I could have probably done a bit better, so I guess you could say there's that to look for in the race, but we are going to go there now.
Greetings to all you racing enthusiasts. The 4th race of the season is about to get underway here at the Jerez de la Frontera circuit, the traditional home of the Spanish Grand Prix in the Moto3 class. The skies over the track are clearing up at the moment, but the asphalt is still wet, and this will probably mean that the riders will race with rain tyres.
So here we are then, with the grid, and it's Jack Miller on pole once again. As you saw, it is still wet, but certainly not as bad as in qualifying. As you can see there, we were 15th on the grid, with John McPhee in 11th. But yeah, as I was saying, Austin was in the wet, so and we got our 1 point score there, so we could do it again here. We've got the lights coming on now, and we are away in the wreck. And I get a decent start here actually. The Honda power working well again. I'm in the slipstream now straight away, but I've kind of got myself on the outside over there. I'm going to the inside now into turn 1, and I've been taken out again. And it's John again. I can't believe it. He is the worst teammate ever. But we are going to rewind it because, well, we do have that one rewind, and I seem to be using them a lot nowadays. But round the first corner we've gone, we've made it through it this time. We're up into 12th. We're having a look at a few more places here. We're up into 9th place now, and it could even be 8th here. We're looking at our fellow Brit Danny Kent and also our other teammate Efren Vasquez, who doesn't plan on taking us out every opportunity. And we're going to the inside of him as well, and Isaac Vinales. But we couldn't quite pull off the second move. But we are up into 7th place ahead of Efren. So it's been a very good start here. We've made up 8 places already. That is a very good job for us there. So we're heading round up over the crest of that little hill there, and down this long back straight. There's going to be a fair bit of slipstream there. You can see it already from Efren Vasquez, and I blocked quite a few of them off, but he's still there. We break around about the same point, I think. so I just about held the line into the corner. I ran a little bit wide though, but I have held this 7th place for now, and I really want to go after this front group because it looks like I may well have the pace here to challenge them. And of course, I think it's more these tracks I do strive on really, because I seem to be, I think, beating the AI certainly on the brakes a lot more often than, like say, on tracks where there's a lot of straight. Certainly I think that's where I was losing out a lot in what track was it? Argentina, where there's a lot of fast corners and long straights. Well, there wasn't a lot of long straights, just the one really. But I think that certainly cost me a lot during that weekend really. I think I preferred it a lot more when it's sort of slower corners, more heavier braking zones. I think that's where I'm going to be strongest at, and I think that's probably my best area. So we're crossing the line 6th at the end of the first lap. It's been pretty good. We're right with this front group here with the likes of Romano Fenati, who's a race winner in this game, and of course we can still see like Jack Miller, the Estrella Galizia bikes only just up the road ahead of us, so it's looking like it could go pretty well for us here. Heading round turn whatever number that is, and we're looking at trying to get a move done fairly quickly, because you can see there's sort of a little bit of a group of 3 sort of forming, and we don't want them to pull away too much, but we're running a little bit wide there. We've touched a bit to Horn, File and Fenati, and it looks like Vinales might have a look at us here around the outside, but not quite. Of course, I think it was his cousin who won this race last season, Maverick, I think, and yeah, that was it. Yeah, but so he's still having a look at us here, and you can see that we're not really dropping back off that front group, well, the front 5 anyway, because there's kind of 2 groups, but Vinales is coming back throwing us now, and we're looking to go straight back past him again, just showing like the competitiveness of this AI. Once again, it never fails to disappoint really, and we're heading around these fast right-handers now. He's hit us a bit, and we've almost lost the bike there, but we've held it. We're on the gravel though, and we've lost a lot of places there. We're down back to 11 behind Danny Kent, who of course we take him back straight away, and now I want to get back these places I know I can do, because I had good pace there, and I've just been shoved off by Jose Vinales. But yeah, it's really disappointing for us. I mean, we were looking not to crash, I mean, especially if we've already used our flashback here. But across the line we go then, in 10th place. We're having a look at Antonelli, Bagnaia and Vasquez straight away, and we don't need another incident there, which we almost did. Looked like Antonelli might be trying to get a revenge there for Austin, but well, we managed to get past him, and we've given Bagnaia a push out wide as well, and it's helped our teammate mainly because he's coming back through now up into 7th place. And this, well, I didn't want to get involved too much with this fight, because I knew that I had the pace to challenge the front runners. I didn't want to be stuck in a battle for 7th place, because I knew that I wouldn't be fulfilling my potential in this race if I was doing that, and I didn't want to lose or want to miss out on potentially a good result, especially given how inconsistent like I've been so far. I didn't want this to be one of my only chances to get a decent result and like to throw it away. As we can see there, another bit of trading paint there with Danny Kent. We're back down to 11th place now again, having just been looking at 7th, but still half the race to go, so you never know, we could pull this back now. But I mean, we're going to have to try and clear these guys pretty quickly. As you see Kent there passing Antonelli for 9th, and we're going to try and look at the inside of both of them here into this right-hander, and it looks like we might just about have them, because it's a double apex here, and it looks like we have got this move done for now. Can have a look at our teammate again. Hopefully we can get done and dusted this time, but we've run wide here again. That corner was causing me a little bit of trouble actually, running wide. I mean, of course, nothing anywhere near as bad as when we got hit, but never mind that. And we're heading into the final corner this time then. We're on the outside of Antonelli, so that was going to be a bit difficult, but then we cut back underneath. We give him a little bit of a nudge as well, and looks like we've got that move sorted for now. And now we're in the slipstream of Efren Vasquez once again, down the straight, and it looks like this could be another slam dunk move into turn 1 on the brakes, and and well, we made a little bit of a mess of it, but we've just about done it, and we screwed over our teammate to help our compatriot there, as Danny Kent comes through up into well, it was 7th, well, it was 8th, sorry. Now he's back down to 9th as I go up into 8th. But he's coming back at us here, but I really want to just get a move on now and go back after these guys, because I certainly had the pace to be challenging the likes of Vinales and possibly even Cornfall, Fanati, and maybe if I cleared them, maybe even the front guys, but well, it's hard to say really. But you see there, we lost the place again to Kent and Antonelli, and that's not what we need, because we want to be trying to get after those front runners once again. But it looks like Vasquez is going to be coming back at us here. A bit of a disappointing race for Vasquez so far. The first 3 races he's finished 7th in all of them. It doesn't look like he's going to do it here unless he gets a move on, because you can see there that Francesco Bagnaia has pulled away while we've all been scrapping, and he's done exactly what I wanted to do really. But you can see there we can still see a lot of the front runners there still in the shot, and I think we can see all of them in fact, so we still have a chance of catching back up to them. I mean, of course the win looking pretty unlikely at this stage, but still we could be on for a good haul of points here if we can catch back up to those guys pretty quickly and try and not get hit in this corner again as Antonelli looked like he's going to do. But it has caused us to run wide again, and Kent is through as well. But it looks like we've kind of dropped our teammate here, and heading into the final corner, I'm late on the brakes. I'm running the outside of the both of them. I'm just going to cut back on the apex now, or at least try to, but Danny Kent's there and he's back through again and into 8th place. Only 2 laps to go as we're about to cross the line here to begin the 5th lap of 6. And as across the line we go, I'm back in the slipstream. Am I going to once again make a move into turn 1? I am. Am I going to make it a stick? I've run a bit wide there. I kind of cut across his line though, so I thought I might hold him back, but then he slipped back through. But then I have the inside again. But you can actually see here, looking at the map, that while we're battling, we're still catching these guys, which is pretty incredible really, considering. But of course they're having a battle of their own, and of course just allowing everyone to bunch up that bit by bit, and it's looking like it's going to be a very exciting final lap and a half as we head round this long right hander once again. Wasn't the best line there, but we can, or at least try and call it back and get a good exit, but Danny Kent gives us a bit of a nudge there, so kind of ruined it slightly. So we're heading down the back straight. Kent and Antonelli are looking at us again, and well, we've pretty much held them off there on the brakes once again, and we're holding 8th place for now. And I want to get after those guys, as I've already said a million times, but it's just like in Argentina, they were just there but I couldn't catch them. But in this one I felt like I knew I could catch them, but it's just I kept on having pressure from behind from Kent and Antonelli, who were attacking me at every opportunity, so I couldn't have a chance to close into them, whereas in Argentina it just felt like I wasn't quick enough. But here I certainly felt like I could catch these guys going into this final lap in a bit. I run, well, so I think I turned out pretty much perfectly there because I didn't hit the gravel, and I think it gave me that was probably the quickest I've been through there in fact. As we head into the final corner now, I'm looking at Bagnaia here for 7th. I could have him as we're going across the line. I think it's his teammate Fanati who's just ahead of him as well as we cross the line to begin the final lap, and I might have a look at Bagnaia here, have a little bit of a lunge or a dive bomb as they call it. I'm at the inside and hopefully there's no impact, but we have got the move done and we're up in 7th place. We're having a look at Fanati now into turn 2, and he's got Vinales, Cornfall and one of the Estrella Galizia bikes in this battle. We're up into 6th, but Fanati's kind of forced us out wide there a little bit, and that's cost us a lot. We're back down to 8th. That was really unfortunate there for us because we just didn't really have anywhere to go. We got run out of road a little bit by Fanati there, and yeah, well, I guess we just kind of got hung out to dry really, but it cost us a lot of time. It might have stopped us from improving on this 8th place position, as it looks like they've got quite a gap over us now as we head down this pit straight. Well, the pit straight, the back straight for the final time in this race down towards the dry set corner, I think this one is. But we've gone way too deep on the brakes there. That's going to have cost us a position or two surely, and it has. Luckily our exit speed was enough that we almost got this straight back, but yeah, that's really ruined our chances of getting up with that front group. And we're banging wheels with Kent now, and he's forcing us out wide almost. Well, he tried to anyway. He's gone wide himself. We should have him in here into this right-hander. But it looks like we may have lost Antonelli here. as we're battling with our compatriot Danny Kent, and at the inside we go, and heading through these fast right-handers who, for the final time, and there's another contact again. It's almost a carbon copy of what happened with either Viñales, except we've managed to hold on to the bike pretty well this time, but we've lost the position. It doesn't look like we're going to be getting back past Antonelli, but into the final corner we go. We're much later on the brakes. I was kind of like a Marquez on Lorenzo. I mean, well, if Lorenzo hadn't been on there on the outside. But anyway, across the line we're about to go as Alex Marquez, who wins. Here we go across the line then. It's 9th place. So, could have been better, could have been worse, I guess, but it was our 2nd point score of the season, so I'm fairly happy with that. We beat our 2 teammates as well, especially after the one hit me twice this weekend. And in fact, we were the only one who got in the points, because Efren Vasquez didn't even get in the points after 7th in every round, and John McPhee only 19th. So, a bit of a surprise there, but we were by far the best of the Racing Team Journey bikes, so that's pretty good. And there are the standings then. Marquez up to 2nd now, Bagnaia up to 7th. There's not really many other changes, I don't think, because we're looking down the standings now. I've actually moved up to 12th though, ahead of Alexei Masbou, so that's pretty good for us there. It looks like John McPhee's moved down as well. Honda, well, we're still top, although, as I've said before, my points aren't really counting to this, but of course they got the full points there because Alex Marquez won the race, so of course that's working very well for Honda, seeing as they've got both Marquez and Rins getting the win from at the moment. So it's really down to likes of Miller and Fanati ready to get KTM back into this. But yeah, we'll be going back into our motorhome now, I guess. We're pretty much done with this episode then, but we're heading back now to a motorhome to look at the laptop and the news reports and stuff. And what a surprise, Marquez won in Jerez. But here we are back at the tribe with Sam, and well, it's certainly looking a lot more cheerful than it was before. We got Kent praising us there with that battle that we had with him. But yeah, that's pretty much it for episode 6. If you've enjoyed this, leave a like, and I'll see you next time where we'll be racing at Le Mans. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.